Hello everyone, and welcome back, once again, to Darkwood. At the end of the last part, we finally managed to survive a night in our new hideout. It seems like fortifying the rest of the house really paid off. I think what we really needed was just kind of... I think we were just too open. I think we needed to block off more areas and make sure that there were less areas for them to come from. Now, as such, we're going to be making a couple of additional changes around here. Obviously, we're going to barricade these windows. We're going to try and get some traps in front of them. And also, for the very first time in this series, I'm going to barricade some of these doors. Now, I've been putting off doing that because I've kind of been operating on Project Zomboid logic up until now. I've been thinking, you never want to barricade doors because what if you have to run out? You want to have multiple ways to exit your area. But that thinking was flawed because in the middle of the night, I'm going to die in the dark anyway. So I might as well barricade all but the one that I'm going to use during the day. If I can put bear traps in front of them, I can barricade them. Now I've got an odd-looking mushroom to cook, and if I remember rightly, that will put us over the edge for dose 4. Oh, and there's a whole new tier... Shut up, phone. There's a whole new tier of abilities available. Now, both of these debuffs actually seem really, really bad. Hopefully the abilities will be better than that. Runner. Once a day, I'll be able to run for a short amount of time without losing stamina. Third eye. Once a day, for about a minute, I will be able to see all around me. That's pretty useful. And acid blood, my blood will hurt enemies. So I guess that means that I'll deal damage to enemies that damage me. Now that's good because, well, enemies tend to damage me a lot. I have been showering them in my blood up until this point. So it's going to be between Third Eye and acid blood. I mean, acid blood is kind of passive. Third Eye is more situational, but it could be really useful in the right circumstance. I'm going to go for Third Eye. But it's going to make me take a negative perk as well, right? Can I just skip this? I don't think I can, but my vulnerability to poison will increase, and my sight will get worse for a short amount of time when I receive damage. That's tough. Those are both really bad. I'm going to... See, are there poison enemies in the game? I'd imagine there have to be, right? Because if there's not, then I can just be more careful. But if there is, I'm going to be in a really bad spot when it comes to combat. But then again, I will certainly be in combat a lot. I will certainly get damaged a lot, and I don't want to have no vision when that happens. I'm going to go for vulnerable to poison. Just because it's making me choose. I honestly would like to have just skipped this and not upgraded at all. Because I honestly feel like I'm going to be in a worse spot than before now. Ah, it's another one of these. Must I once again follow the shining stones? The smell of grass and trees. The earth bends under my footsteps. The sky swirls pleasantly. And the ground is alive with bugs. Oh, look at those animations. Look at how you can actually see them crawling into and out of the grass as it sways in the breeze. That is some next level attention to detail. This is... I've said it before, but this is an absolutely beautiful looking game. I think it's here. What's here? Have you not been put into your grave yet, or did you crawl out of it? You look tired. Come, lie with me. Feel the soil. The trees hum so calmly. They sing so beautifully. Can you hear it? I hear something. A completely ordinary dead man with a smile on his face. Perhaps I should lie down. Oh, he's gone! Whoa! Nope! Lie down, lie down, lie down! Is that you? I have nothing to fight you with. Nope, lie down. Jump in the grave to escape my fate. I feel like there's some kind of irony there, but I couldn't begin to piece it together. Insect cookable. Value 80. That was not in my inventory before. I can extract 120 essence from it. Okay, I'm just going to continue along that train, assuming that using essence to upgrade myself is a good deal. Our mission today, on your advice, is going to be to go visit the village where the chicken lady lives. Now, they had posted a pretty strong warning on the way into town, but you guys tell me that it's mostly safe, so this is what we'll do. Now let's use some of the last of our planks to barricade that window again. I unfortunately do not have the resources to build any more traps. Now I'm bringing with me 2 pieces of wire to see if Pietrex will react to them, as well as a chicken head and a red egg, to see if we can get a reaction out of the so-called chicken lady. Nope, don't want to go that way. Gotta remember that this door on the right is the only safe one. Some of you have been telling me that I should be putting the traps outside the doors and windows instead of inside. And my logic up until this point has worked like this. I don't want random passersby setting these things off because I don't have the resources to keep putting them back out. Now, granted, yes, placing them inside where it's so cramped, it doesn't leave me with a lot of room for maneuverability. It does put me in more danger, but it ensures that anybody coming inside is the one triggering the traps. The ones who are already a danger to me are the ones that are triggering the traps. Now, it's become a necessity to put them outside the doors because they just weren't working when they open inward. But still, putting them outside is better, yes, but it's something that I just don't have the resources to do at the moment. Now, you told me that I can actually burn away all of this. And you know what? Since I'm actually trying to get rid of inventory space right now, this would actually be a really good use to one of my old torches, since I was never going to use them again since I have the flashlight and the lantern now. In fact, I've even read advice that it may actually be a good idea to sell the flashlight and all its batteries, because the lantern is a more renewable resource. Now let's equip this for now, and let's see if I can't burn away my fungus problem in the generator room. Alright. Alley-oop. Alley-oop. Ah, there we go. But progress is only a little bit at a time. There goes a little more, and a little more, and a little more. I can afford to use this whole torch on this. But at the rate we're going, it might even require more than that. I imagine a Molotov would probably burn a lot more of this away, but I don't want to waste those resources right now. I'm hoping that resources will become a little bit less of an issue. Get rid of that. There we go. Well, that clears this room at least, although it looks like we do still have a problem in the other one. I'll worry about it later. I'm hoping that resources will become less of an issue now that we have the means to start surviving the nights. And first stop, Pietrex House. You know, if I need to clear an area, I wonder if swinging a torch would actually burn away the poisonous mushrooms on the ground. Or if doing so is at all worthwhile. It may actually be worth keeping a torch around just for stuff like this without having to waste a Molotov. And at this point, the value in the Molotovs isn't actually even in the gas or alcohol itself, it's in the bottles. Which I'm probably going to start using as sort of a soft trap against enemies that might break in the absence of metal scraps. Pietrex, you're really cool. I actually like you, so let's see what you've got for me. I like to watch the stars at night. Sometimes you can see these bright, blinking spots. Those are spaceships and rockets, obviously. The sky is awfully boring during the day. No stars, no ships, no rockets, nothing. Only these white smoke trails. So this isn't global, it's localized. If aircraft are still flying over. I saw one yesterday. Over there, far above the treetops. Dad used to say they were planes. But such long planes? It would be crazy to fly them. Maybe you're seeing something else altogether. Oh, can I not give you wire? Yeah, they're not really worth any more to you either. And what's even worse, you don't seem to have the item that I need to upgrade my workbench. So maybe I'll just use yonder table to make myself a lockpick so I can use it on one of the crates in the woods. Oh wait, did I remember to turn the generator off? Hang on. No, you're off. Okay, I was worried for nothing. Now looking at that fungus, I have to throw praise on this game. This is another aspect that makes it feel like a living environment. I actually have to kind of do damage control on invasive species. That's kind of cool how, like, I actually have sort of this naturally occurring thing growing on my property, and I can choose to either let it fester or use resources to get rid of it and maintain my space. It's another one of those things that makes this world feel more like an ecosystem, and it's one of this game's big strengths in my opinion. Cottage. Oh, there's some gas and some more nails. Can certainly use those. Oh. It's like these large tree roots that grow on the edges of the forest have actually grown through the house. Has it been abandoned for a long time, or did they have to leave because of this? In any case, it doesn't seem like there's any way for me to get in. At least not for now. Here's the road. I really hope you guys are telling the truth about this village being friendly. Of course, the Wolfman doesn't seem to think so, but I take it he's something of an outcast. You can probably put the lantern away. I assume that it passively drains while it's in my hotbar. A shiny stone has been pressed into the mud-covered head. Oh, that is a creepy-looking effigy. I'm gonna leave it. I don't feel like I should be messing with some kind of religious shrine before I even know what it is. See, I am not liking the combination of those maze-like fields with those streamers scattered about. That is giving me major flashbacks to my recent wedding day. I will, however, happily help myself to these things. I'm in dire need of more planks back home. Our woods are so beautiful this time of year. I have a different take on that, but you got anything to say to me? I'm afraid to click because I don't want to accidentally smack with my shovel. I know it won't, but I'm still paranoid. Things seem to be a fair bit safer over here if you feel comfortable just washing your clothes by the side of the river. What up? The woman stares at the ground with a dead look. Although maybe it's something of a false utopia. Kill the pig. Now, the Wolfman talked about silencing those squeals. Actually, that's not fair of me to say. I actually don't remember exactly what he said. I should check my journal to find out what it is I'm actually meant to be doing here. The wolf has asked me to bring him the key to the locked room in the house of the hag that reeks of chickens. In exchange for this favor, he'll help me retrieve my key. Seems quite fair. I shall find the hag in the village in the southwestern edge of the Silent Forest. Okay. And I can't check my map right now, so I'll have to wander around on my own. I'd imagine these are the chickens. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your bath. Oh, what was I thinking? I can just climb through the window. The wooden floor is sticky with chicken feces and feathers. Yeah, I know I'm rude. Don't worry about it, I'm just a video game protagonist. It's what we do. Oh my. The old lady squints at me, her eyes full of suspicion. She hugs her chickens possessively. Better keep them hands off me hens, you bloody scoundrel. The old lady puts one of the hens to her ear, mumbling under her breath. After a moment, she calms down. Her eyebrows are almost like grass growing out of her face. It's like she's already started to rot or be grown over by the ground. I've seen me fair share of things. I lived through many a war, but nothing like this. Lord be my witness, this accursed land ain't a place for men. Ain't a place for hens. It's a good thing I can't show her the head of a chicken. I don't think she'd appreciate it. Hell's bells, where did you get it? Where did you find it? The old lady seems disturbed. The hens fell silent. I can feel the tension in the air. Holy Mother, it's Janek's little hen. A gift from me, my little brother. A couple of days ago, he got mad. I told him, stay, you're not one of them brainy fellas, you know nothing. But he wouldn't listen, and he went off to that other fella. Here, take this. He went to see this fella. See him? He never came back. The lady shoves a crumpled photo into my hand. Which one's Janek? The woman trembles violently. The hen on her shoulder struggles to maintain balance. You're all I have. My little sisters. Oh, I remember this place. I do. It's been 6 years since I've been there last. This road used to lead to the other village. You could also take it to get to the city, not that far away from here. You won't get there now. Those devilish trees have overgrown everything. Now, Janek... What is that noise? Holy Mother, this creep again. May the devil take him and his blasted violin. The old lady turns red and starts to scream. Get away from me, house! Okay, we have ourselves a new objective. The chicken lady's brother. The old lady who lives with chickens told me the plastic chick belongs to her brother, who went missing a few days ago. She gave me a photo of the person she saw him last with. It's the local doctor. I recognize him. Oh! He's with the guy that abducted us at the beginning of the game. Okay, worlds are starting to collide now. Where's that violinist? Now, Janek. That's a name we've heard before, but I can't remember where. I think something was marked on the map as Janek's house or something like that. There's our guy. Now, it's actually kind of interesting how he was this, kind of psychotic, obsessed hermit when we played as him at the start, but here, he seems pretty well put together. And that was hinted at the brief time we spent as him. We were actually able to see how he started out trying to help and kind of descended into the insane person we saw at the beginning. Now, I'm willing to bet that I could probably just kill her and take a key or something, and get into the locked room that the Wolfman wants me to get into. But I'm willing to bet that if I help her, maybe she'll just willingly give it to me. There are certain things that something tells me I won't be able to get with force. At least that won't be the best way to go about doing things. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. And he scatters and gets into the tractor. That was also a nice touch, him reaching out and grabbing his violin. It's like Indiana Jones going back for his hat. It's not my fault. I know it doesn't sound too great. My violin, it's a bit broken. I won't play any more. Sorry. Sir? Have you been in that hut? The chicken lady's hut? You're not afraid of her? You're brave. Oh, I see, you went under the tractor. Oh, look at that. The glint from the eyes. The only thing we can resolve detail on is the hands. And the matted hair. But, this game is doing something really cool where not everything is as it seems. It's like everything is kind of decayed to an extent, but that doesn't mean that everything is necessarily hostile. I mean, Pietrex and this guy right here, they look like decrepit monsters, but both of them seem nice enough and even timid. Our eyes shouldn't do all the work in this game. And have you seen her? The pretty lady? She's the most beautiful lady in the world. I watch her through the cracks in the window. She changes when I watch her. Gets more beautiful. I play for her. I want her to be happy because she doesn't seem to be. The chicken lady locked her in the room. She keeps her there. She envies her. She won't allow anyone to see her. Even me. She knows very well the last cupola night. I fished out the pretty lady's wreath from the river. Yes, sir. The chicken lady knows what it means. Oh, yes. I will become the pretty lady's husband. We'll walk hand in hand, sir. I'll play for her, Mr. Sir. I tried to release her, but the chicken lady, she chased me off. She always does. Also, I looked for the second key at Mr. Jan's, but now he's disappeared. I don't know how to get into his house. So kind, so very kind. You're just like him, my daddy, but my papa has changed, mister. Just like my mommy. They won't listen to me. They won't hear how sad I am. Oh, but I'm not boring you, sir. Please don't go. Please, hear me out. Don't go. Nervous grunting can be heard from under the tractor. Perhaps you could help me? I love how the option now is leave board. No, keep talking. What do you have to say? Please find the key, good sir. Talk to the pretty lady's room. The chicken lady has it. Well, Mr. Jan also has it. I saw him recently near the well. He used to play with me. We threw rocks into the well. I looked into our reflections while making silly faces. Daddy used to say not to do it, else my face will stay that way. Now the water in the well is always hazy. It shows these weird images. The well is here, in the village. Maybe you'll find him there? He used to hang around it often. He stared into the well, as if looking for something. Or someone. I must hide now, from the chicken lady. I'll go to that place, where they used to keep all the grain, in the southwestern part of the Silent Forest. The silo, maybe? Will you bring me the key if you find it? I promise to repay you somehow. Me and the pretty lady. Okay. Have you heard about the sow? The villagers keep this sow in the nearby pig shed. They call it the mother of all pigs. They say it's beautiful, but I've never seen it. They don't allow me near her. They chase me off. They always chase me off. The musician drops his gaze. Maybe you would be able to see her. If you manage to get inside. Maybe you could take a wee piece of meat for me? I've never eaten a pig, and I've heard it's very tasty. Would you take some for me? Yeah, maybe. What do you think of the doctor? This is our doctor, yes. He's just as brave and good as you are. He helped me. He's helping all of us. He gave me this beautiful mask, so I could be healed of my afflictions. Maybe you could have one too. He gave you a mask to heal you. That hardly sounds scientific. Maybe that doctor is even less sane than I think. What was that drawn-out gasp? I can't see much through the cracks. Alright, before we do anything else, I'm going to go on a little bit of a reconnaissance mission. This is going to be more of a story episode than an action episode, but I don't really mind that. I feel like in this episode, we've kind of reached what passes for civilization in these parts, and we're kind of learning more after being isolated for so long about what life is like in the Darkwood. Alright, let's hop this window and see what we can see. Locked, so this is that locked room. And there's some very disturbing noises coming from within. Are you sure that it's a pretty lady you saw? I mean, everything anyone says is so cryptic. He says that he can see a pretty lady in there, but that she changes and becomes more pretty as he looks, as he plays for her. But at the same time, the old lady was perfectly nice to me, but if what this musician says is true, then there's more to her than meets the eye. Scorched remains of the wooden henhouse structure. Hello, more hens. Basket full of eggs. I could take some chicken eggs, but I won't do that. Oh no, am I letting you out? I didn't mean to let you out. The chicken lady would be really, really mad, and right now, I feel like I might end up depending on this place. I don't want to get on anybody's bad side. Cross covered in mud and sticks. I know better than to go looting. She has a toolbox, though. So if I absolutely want to become a murder hobo, there's certainly things to find here. Luckily, I already have one. It's just a matter of getting that gas nozzle. Now, I've just realized time is actually frozen here as well. So this is like almost functioning as like another safe zone. A safe zone where I can't check my map, which is a little bit frustrating. Now, when this lady says, kill the pig, I wonder if she's talking about the sow in the pig shed. I heard them talking about it when I was there, and they said something to the effect of, it'll starve, or will starve if it dies. I could, like, practically end civilization if I kill that thing. There's sound coming from within this structure. Oh, pig? I guess this is where they keep the animals. Where's my meat? I should get 2 kilos of meat for this month. Antec won't save you this time. Now, Antec, I feel like that's another name we've heard before. It is not helping my comprehension of the story to come to this game once or twice a week. Destroyed well. I can get a rope from there, but I'm not going to do that for now. If I come around the back, I can see who he's talking to. What now? Locked. Locked. There is no more meat. Okay, I won't trouble you. The sow is starving. She gives no pigs. Go, or I'll let Antec loose. Is Antec maybe a guard dog or something? You know, dark thought. I'm thinking that maybe if I kill this guy, that the person inside will be grateful. But we're staying on good sides right now. We are not making any enemies. We are looking before we leap. We do not want to piss off this village, especially since it basically represents the closest thing we've seen to civilization right now. Now, we've got a lot on our plate, and it's kind of a lot for me to juggle in my mind. We've got to look for the well, where Jan used to be, when the musician used to hang out with him. And finding Jan is our best bet for getting a key to open that back room. What's over here on the right? That is a deep fissure that's opened up in the floor. Door's blocked from the other side. Maybe this way? Locked. Whole lot of locked doors in town, which You know, it makes sense considering that people live here, but I feel like there's so many secrets to uncover, so many characters to learn about. For the first time, we're really learning about how people besides me live and survive in the Darkwood. I feel like my world has just gotten a whole lot bigger, in the words of Paul Monroe. There's somebody in the field. Are you a savage? You're moving like one. But you're not attacking like one, and you're not making the sounds of one. Who are you? Get away from me, okay. Okay. Right now, we've been given a lot to think about. I think I'm gonna go back the way I came, just so I can check the map and reference what I've seen so far. Let's get that lantern back out. Actually, now I'm starting to wonder whether the lantern drains fuel passively, only if it's in my hotbar, or if it's just in my inventory. I think it only lights the way if it's in my hotbar, but it also seems like it doesn't drain as quickly as the other sources. It might actually just be in all ways better than the other things. Maybe I should sell my flashlight and all its batteries. Ah, there's an elk. My kingdom for a bear trap right now, but they kind of all have to be committed to the home front. Let's maybe take a look at the silo, which I should be coming up on if I head directly north. I recognize that sound. Has the musician come up this way? Yeah, here's the downed silo. I bet if I make my way inside, I'll come upon the musician. Let's just be careful not to step on any more of these poisonous mushrooms. And if nothing else, it's led me to another crate. Ah, more gas, more alcohol, more bottles, and more nails. A very, very good find. That'll keep me going a while longer. Oh, maybe you're inside the silo. I'll have to get inside and see. This place felt so big and foreboding the last time I was here, but maybe I need not be worried. Oh, and here it's a whole symphony. The violinist has become a whole orchestra, and here's the reason. He's cheating. That sound is coming from speakers that he's wired up. Bambino gramophone. Is there anything I can do with this? No. More mushrooms for me? Which is good, because at this rate, it's going to be quite a while before I reach another 800 essence. I have to be able to get inside this silo, right? Hey man, heard you were having a concert. Oh. Now I see why you didn't want me to see your face. Is that your healing mask? Maybe the affliction was just the way people react when they see you. You're in a bad way, but you seem friendly enough, so I'm going to continue trusting you for now. Look at the way your fingers bend backwards. You know, you're scary looking, but I really do feel sorry for you. The boy stops playing and lowers his head, avoiding my sight. This is our doctor. Okay, I already showed you that. The plastic chick. It's so pretty. Could I hold it for a wee moment? The boy clumsily turns the small item in his overgrown hand. My mom likes these. Where did you buy it? If I were big and had the money, I would buy more of these and maybe she would stop being angry at me? I feel so bad for this kid. Maybe... Maybe him and Pietrex could be friends? Okay, well, it doesn't look like you have any more for me to do here for now. This looks like the remains of a campfire. Do you live here? It's like, oh, I feel so bad, like... It's like nobody wants him because of how he looks, and all he wants to do is play music and be friends. I feel so bad for this character, and they've gotten so little development. Like, so much of this story is implied and left up to the player to interpret. Not left up to the player to interpret, but it's like you just have to kind of stop and look at what this character's situation is. Hang on a second, because I feel like I was kind of rambling incoherently about that, but it's something that I think is worth getting right. Kind of like Metro, I feel like this is a game that really encourages you to understand things. Because, look, some of the most friendly people that I've met so far, Pietrex, the bike man, the musician, have been some of the most deranged looking. Some of the people who, especially the musician, you might almost be tempted to attack on sight. You've really got to feel things out and have an understanding of the world around you to make your way in this world. I feel like the musician has been such a wealth of information, and that Pietrex will end up doing the same thing. You just have to be willing to kind of take a breath and let the world speak to you. And that's how you'll get the most out of it. In the case of the musician, I feel like he's giving me information that is going to lead to me getting that key in the least violent way possible. And I feel like I'd kind of lost my way in that regard because of how difficult it's been trying to survive the nights. But I have to recontextualize. I have found civilization, and I have to civilize myself if I'm to make my way here. Let's go ahead and saw some of our newfound planks. Plenty of fuel for that, so it's no big deal. And let's start thinking about how we can fortify this base. I'm running out of time, so we may not do another night tonight. Also, I really should take this out of my inventory because it is draining. Although, I can definitely afford to keep refueling it. Oh, no, I don't want to pick up the glass. I want to leave that on the ground. And what we're going to do is barricade this here door. Come on. And that means that we can't open it anymore. It's not just reinforced. But it makes it all the less likely that something will come through here. I'm still going to continue my idea of just hanging out in here. But we have other places to move to, so if we hear something break in, it may even be beneficial just to move through here. Oh, now that I look, our fungus problem has expanded to over there. Now, whether or not we keep it that way, well, that all depends on whether or not that actually harms enemies, if it'll do that at night. I feel like we leave it for now, but we'll burn it away if need be. Now let's cook this odd-looking mushroom. I can extract 100 essence from the red egg, but we still haven't found the exact use for it. Or you know what, maybe it doesn't even have to have another use, because for all we know, that is its use, extracting 100 essence from it. That's quite valuable. I mean, 70 reputation for 100 essence, right now, that is actually an economical way to get upgrades. I'm not going to do it right at this moment, just in case, but it's something to consider. Now we're going to barricade our front door as well. Now, both of the doors that we barricaded do have bear traps in front of them, but I think we're going to throw some more glass on the ground in front of that window. So do I have bottles? Yes, I do have more bottles. So we're going to drop some glass on the ground in front of this window in case something should happen to decide that it wants to climb through like it did last night. Gotta remember that that's another quick bar slot. Toss that on the ground so that things will get hurt trying to get in. And actually, we have a couple more in our inventory. We could throw more down if need be. Now, this is a thought that I had in the last part, but kind of never really acted on. And I gotta be extra paying attention now because I don't want to get caught in a monologue and have nightfall without the generator on. I've been picking up items that seemingly have no value. Things like the fan belt. I gotta remember there's antlers there for trade. Pietrex said, if only I had more tractors. Perhaps I should be taking some of these items, these batteries, these fan belts, all these things with seemingly no value. There's a tire in the bag that the bike man brought, and show them to Pietrex. I was thinking it, and one of you said something to that effect, that I should be examining more to do with the items that have seemingly no value. So that's what I'm going to do. Tomorrow, I'm going to bring some of that stuff to Pietrex. Only half an hour until we turn on the generator. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Right now, I unfortunately don't have the resources to craft any more bear traps, otherwise I'd be putting one outside that window. And come to think of it, I should be breaking glass outside more windows, but I'm afraid I don't really have time to do that right now. I only have time to start the generator and run back inside. Now let's survive the night. I guess I don't have a choice now. I'm running a little bit low on time, but I'll just have to make do. This episode got off to a bit of a slow start, but honestly, I don't mind that. Now I'm kind of staying in this room only out of obligation, but I think tomorrow I'm going to drag one of these lamps into the larger area. Oh, you also said that I should be making more use of the quick attack. You are right, I am aware of the quick attack, and it would be more beneficial in these tight environments. It's just that in the heat of the moment, I don't think to do it, you know? But you're absolutely right, that is something I should be taking more advantage of. Someone's just opened a door. Which means they're probably right outside there. Smack, bud! Ow. Middle click. Boom. Dead. Up. Come on. Smack you to death. Nope. Smack. Okay, that's 2 down. Not really sure how you got in, though. It doesn't seem like they were damaged by the glass on the ground, either. Perhaps I should throw some down at the threshold right here, since it doesn't harm me anyway. Should I even be taking these staffs? I mean, I guess I can trade them. I know they're useful in crafting certain things, but I feel like I have a surplus, and I should probably just get some reputation for them. Alright, we're now in the AM. 2 buddies are down. We still have a Molotov if we get desperate. Yeah, we've definitely got to do something to secure that other door because they just wandered right on in. I should actually probably move this lamp out of the corner because a good way to get the first hit in is to hit them from behind as they walk through. Uh-oh. I'm starting to hear whispers. Are we going to get another ghost event? Looks like it. I'm standing ready to equip the lantern. Here we go. You guys spent this whole series yelling at me that I don't use light sources. Uh-oh. Yes, barricade the door for me. There's that fungus. I'm gonna try the Molotov and see what it does. Did it work? Did it do anything? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it really helped me. Ow. Ow, wait, how are you hitting me? How are you hitting me? I have the lantern equipped. Do I need to actually have it up and open? My understanding was always that it just has to be in the hotbar. Alright, let's use one of these bandages while we have a moment. Let's not waste pills if we don't have to. Okay, I guess you can just do that. Yep, I definitely need to have the lantern equipped, or else it just doesn't matter for them. Maybe I should drag one of these out. Oh, that window is wide open now. Still got a couple hours to go. This is not a good time to be me. That door just opened. I should not have used that Molotov. I may need it. Come on, come back on. Here it is. Come on. An hour and a half. 90 more minutes. Just 90 more minutes. I can do this. Oh, they didn't even break the window down completely. Yes, push the lantern closer to me. That's fine by me. Yeah, I'm not sure why they were able to hit me just there. I wonder if... I had always been told that the lantern lights passively from within your hotbar. It seems to be draining from within my hotbar. But I guess it doesn't protect me against ghosts, so I'll always need to keep a lamp near to me. And what we learned is that that Molotov is not effective when that thing comes in. But we've survived another night. It is difficult still, but I think I'm getting the hang of this. And that's in large part thanks to you guys. Now, before I end this, let's tie up a couple of loose ends. I'm going to sell you the staff just because I really don't need it. That'll bring us up to 500 reputation with you. And I really got to figure out where that thing is that I need to upgrade the workbench, because there's so many useful things that I'm locked out of because of it. This bolt handle kind of looks like it, but I don't think that's quite what I need. I'm, of course, also going to want to buy all the scrap metal I can get, because we're going to want more traps. And in the next episode, we're going to have to go out into the woods and grab some of those bear traps that are out there that I didn't have the inventory space to pick up last time. Alright. Now, I was told, or I read somewhere, that the generator does not continue to drain fuel during the timeout period. Both traps still intact, and we are making progress. We learned a lot of story, we met a lot of characters, actually a lot of useful allies. And we've learned that there's a couple of approaches we can take to getting at that mysterious locked room in the house of the Chicken Lady. Now that's the thing, is she keeping an innocent captive? Or is she protecting the world from something horrific and beyond my understanding? In any case, that'll all be the next episode. If you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to do that is at the Discord, which I will link in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. But before then, I'd like to hear from you. Should I clear out my mold problem? Or should I leave it to fester? Is this something that'll become a problem if I leave it for too long? Or is it something that might actually protect me if something decides to break into this portion of the house?